Ah, nice meeting you once again, sir.
Thank you.
Well done. How have you been?
Well, thank God.
Well
Doing
done.
well.
Yes, you're
The
looking.
Lord is our strength.
You look like it.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to just thank you once again for another opportunity
Yeah.
to speak to you on this platform. You spoke about a grand plan, TB Joshua's grand plan. The last time we were having the first interview, and I kept wondering what this grand plan was. But due to time factor, we couldn't speak elaborately about this grand plan. So I want to know, what is this grand plan?
Yeah. You know, there's always a purpose in what people do.
Okay.
You may not get the bigger picture of what people are doing or what people want to achieve.
The motivation
behind what they
their
are
actions.
doing.
Yes.
Yeah. If you look at TB Joshua from a distance,
Yeah.
all these things you are saying will sound like a fairy story, like can this be true? But not until you come closer that you will know that truly these people are telling the truth. You see, everything you see that metamorphosed up till the time of his death, and the ones that are happening today, are all planned out right from the beginning by TB Joshua.
What do you mean by they are all planned out?
Yeah. There are a lot of things he said, both in our disciple meeting and to me
as a person.
That all of them were coming up gradually.
Wow. So he already
the plan has been set in motion.
Yes. So he knew the outcome.
He knew that the plan had been set in motion. All the whole manipulations, all the whole enticement of the white to come, everything were all planned out step by step. And the strategy was followed without breaking until God intercepted. If not God's interception, everybody will have by now. If we are talking now, people will say they want to stone us. If God's intervention to intercept.
Okay, because the acceptance, you gain so much acceptance even among Christians.
He has already started. He has started the process. Now let me tell you.
Yes.
If you look at one of the first books I published,
okay,
The Blueprint.
Yes,
Demystifying TB Joshua.
I read that book.
If you read,
I think it's on Amazon.
Yes, it's on Amazon. Amazon. It's also on Seller.
Okay.
And also on Okada.
Okay. Okada books.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
The Blueprint.
I think we're going to make provision for our viewers on the link.
Okay.
So we'll link to the book so that if you want to read it for yourself, it's important. I'm coming, sir. It's important that you guard yourself. We are vulnerable in Nigeria. There's absolutely no safety anywhere. When it comes to spiritual things, you don't take chances. You have to guard yourself. The Bible said it, Jesus said it, the apostles said it, that in the last days, people like this are coming. So it's not surprise.
Yeah. So if you go through that blueprint, demystifying TB Joshua, if you go through that blueprint, you won't hesitate from shaking your head. You will be shocked.
If you are a lover of truth.
If you're a lover of truth. If you're a lover of truth and righteousness, you will be shocked.
Yes.
Now look at it. Everything was planned out. Right from the first manipulation and indoctrinations, letting us know that he is the next Messiah to come. These were all foundations to build us so that we will be able to fight for him outside. So that when people are coming outside, we will know how to
react, how to
handle them. Because after all these messages, after all these teachings, he will tell us, he will say, don't go outside to go and tell people this thing now. A time will come when you will let them know that he is the one to take over for you, that he is the one who has taken over from Christ. You understand?
Yes.
So he did all those things to prepare us down.
So what this man is looking out to is to be worshipped.
Yes, God. Yes, I'm coming.
That's the spirit of Antichrist.
I'm just giving you the preamble, the background, how we built, how we were being indoctrinated, how we were built up to have that kind of confidence and belief and faith in him for all these years. Are you following?
Yeah, I am.
So after that, he now started letting us know that there was a time he called me. He said, "Agoma, a time will come when I will use the sample paper and sign any amount in any currency, and you will take it to any part of the world, and they will cash the money." Wow. What I'm saying, God is my witness.
I know.
Let God stand between me and what I'm saying. That a time will come, that one paper we used to call the sample paper, they used to cut it small. So he said he will use the paper and sign his signature and write the amount in any currency. And you can go to anywhere in the world and you will cash
money out. Wow. I'm merely saying the signature.
Yes, that a time will come that the least disciple among us will be equivalent to the head of a state, to the president of a country.
Wow. I think that was the same ambition Guru Maharaj had.
Before they could assess his disciple, before a president will assess his disciple, that it will be very difficult not to talk about him.
And he was already putting
the plans structures on the ground. He now said to let us know that he is the next Messiah in line. There's a book he's writing. He called that book God and Man. That book, he writes it. There's one writing he writes. A lot of people have tried to analyze that writing. It's not Arabic. It's not Hindu. Only him knows. And he reads
Arabic,
it.
It's not Hebrew.
Hebrew is not it, but he reads it. So he said that book called God and Man will be the third testament of the Bible. So we'll have Old Testament, New Testament, then we'll have God and Man as the third testament in the Bible. That a time will come that all the whole ministers, the whole pastors in the world will come under him
and pay obeisance to
him. And that synagogue church will turn to a pilgrimage, that Jerusalem and Israel will be cancelled. That pilgrimage movement will move from Israel to Islamic church.
Interesting.
That he will go to Israel and he will pick the sons and he will take the important things in Israel and he will transport it back to Nigeria. So when they said he went to Israel and he was doing miracles, I was laughing. It was part of he had set the ball rolling.
Yes.
It was part of his
How was he able to get entrance into Israel? Was he sponsoring any church over there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I had left before he traveled to Israel.
Okay.
When I was there, he went to Israel before. But that was just like, because he wasn't known then. He quietly go there for pilgrimage and came back. But this time he went around, they said, I have not even watched it. But they say he went to Israel and he hosted a crusade.
I actually watched a video of when he went to Israel. He was wearing this Jewish
jalabi.
And then followed the footsteps of where it was believed Abraham walked and so on and so on.
So he said he will have to travel to Israel.
Yes.
And do what no other Christian has done there.
Okay.
And he will pick some important things there and bring.
And what are these important things? Has he revealed that?
No, he didn't. And he will move the great site. He will move the historical site. He will move the spiritual undernote of that place to the synagogue church.
Wow.
And pilgrimage of the world will shift from Israel to Nigeria.
But how was he able to get this inspiration and ideas?
I'm trying to give you why I told you. I said he has a grand plan.
Yes.
He had a very powerful grand plan. In the last interview I told you how he managed to convince us to let us know that he's the next one in line,
Yes.
the meeting of the apostles.
Yes.
They've given him the big cross to fulfill those things they couldn't fulfill.
And showing you people that can you count the miracles?
Can you count the miracles he has done?
Whereas Jesus
so you
is
can
miracles,
count
you
it.
can count
If you
them.
can believe in that one, why won't you believe?
Yes,
You are seeing with your eyes.
Yes, I do remember that.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember you said it.
So these plans were on the ground. He said a time will come. My God. Do you know that this man, initially when I met him, he wasn't fluent in English. He speaks English, he picks
words
and Yoruba and John. That was why most of the time there he doesn't preach in English. He'll preach in Yoruba, and the interpreter will translate in English to the church. He told us, he said, that a time will come that he will hear the whole languages in the whole world.
Wow.
That the angels will teach him the whole language, that any country he goes, he will speak their language. I was surprised when he went to Mexico, he didn't speak Mexican. When he went to, where again? There's a lot of places he went to, he didn't speak their language. I had opportunity to watch. He went to, he didn't speak the languages. So he said he will speak all languages. Any country his leg steps on, he will speak their language. So, but even the little English he's speaking was an arrangement we did within the church with the coordinator of journalists, Amos. Arranged people who were teaching him how to speak, how to write in the night.
The angels couldn't come.
The angels couldn't come to teach him. So when the whites came, they took over and started polishing him.
Maybe those are the
angels.
Those are the angels that you were expecting.
I think so.
Yeah.
So these are things. He said, as we see him, that a time will come when the clothes he will be wearing will be sewn by angels. That angels will come and drop the clothes for him in the altar.
Okay, they will sew it.
They will sew that his clothes he will be wearing will be made in heaven.
And then the angels will drop it physically.
And yes, and
everybody will see it.
Will come and drop it for you. Have you not had his little snakes telling you that they have key to open where money is, and keys start falling from heaven?
Yeah.
Have you not seen it?
Have you not seen it? I've seen that video. It was raining.
Money start falling from keys
from heaven.
Keys,
the key of David.
Key of David.
Where have we gone wrong in this country?
I don't know who bewitched us.
Who has really bewitched us? The keys. This normal door key.
Oh, door keys. We are falling from heaven.
And then a white man's voice spoke from
heaven
and said, so and so person, I have given you the keys of David. That's very funny. And some people believe that.
They paid money to buy the keys.
Wow. So that any door they open.
Yes, anything they want, they will open it.
And yet they have bad governors.
We are
dying of hunger.
Dollar is getting to 2,000 and we have key to David.
Keys of David that can open and unlock. And yet he couldn't solve his own problem.
He can only open the bags where they put money, so you can come and add more to them. So my brother, he said that the clothes you will wear will fall from heaven.
Wow.
Then, before the whites came, we used to have every day. We used to have about 3 to 4 hours. He'll be teaching us his doctrines.
Okay.
Not writing. No, he didn't teach anybody writing.
Okay.
He'll be teaching us his doctrines.
Okay.
He'll be writing. He told us that we are not yet mature spiritually to handle the Bible, to read the Bible.
Oh, okay.
For the first 3, 4, 5 years I was in the synagogue church, we are not permitted to open the Bible. So we are not
matured enough.
If we want to see the Bible, that he is the Bible, that we should read him. When we read him, we have read the Bible.
He's a living Bible.
He's a living Bible.
A walking Bible.
A walking Bible. A breathing Bible. That if we want to know the Bible, we should look at him.
Yes, that would have been actually a good thing to say if he was living according to the standards.
It's not a good thing, because you won't stop us from reading it in the Bible. How will we know what the Bible says about it? If you kill somebody and we follow you, how will we know? So we should be able to read the Bible and follow you. Look at your lifestyle. So when it corresponds to the Bible, we'll follow you.
That's true.
So he made it a no-go area. We don't read the Bible. We say we are not qualified. We are not good. So we read the Bible. So he created, a safe haven for himself. The synagogue church is is a citadel of, it's a two-level government. One is from heaven, where the is in control, and every other person is the one on the ground. So these are his grand plans, and he prepared everything down for it.
Yes.
He said a time will come when the whole world, whether you believe it or not, will come under him.
Unfortunately.
The whole ministers will come under him. The whole presidents will come under him. That there will be no president that will not bow to him.
You know what we call that kind of person? We call him Oboluwagadi.
What is Ogbolowagade? Let me ask you this now. You will be on the hot seat to answer me. What's Ogbolowagade?
Ogbolowagade is from the Chilela tribe in Zulu Kebbi State. It's actually a snake. When the snake bites you, before they call your mom, you'll be dead.
Oh my God!
So that's what they call Ogbolowagade. So before your mom could come,
you are gone because he's dead.
You understand?
Wow.
So I think this is terrible. Because I felt like with the many years you people have spent there, before you realize it, a lot of harm has been done already. And a lot has been eaten. Because it was during this concept of his ministry that people started talking to demons and seeing it as a normal thing.
As a normal thing.
On TV, say, who are you?
Who are you?
Yes, I am lion.
They said that is what Jesus said. He said, when Jesus said demon, he spoke with the demon, and
Jesus commands them.
He
said, get out. And then he said, shut up. He tells them, don't talk.
When they talk, he said,
shut up. He doesn't interact with them. That's sorcery. So that's necromancy.
This man, he really tied everybody. So our belief, our faith, our grand plan, what we trusted in was that a day will come. That is why we didn't bother to carry any of our people along. We disassociated with everybody.
You feel like one day you are going to be
they will come
in the pinnacle of power. Yes, they will look for you.
So
and by that time you are
even in
and that is the ambition of almost every Nigerian.
Yes.
And you see why I blame Nigeria, the system of the country. You understand?
Yeah.
If you live in the developed countries, people have ambition everywhere, but rarely do you see people have a vision of controlling people.
It's even a crime. When you try it, you'll be shocked.
Do you understand?
What if they can prove you are manipulative? You are in trouble.
But in Nigeria, it's a no.
It's a normal thing. If you go to villages, you see the chiefs trying to manipulate people. Anywhere you go, at any level in companies, you see where the owners of companies, you see a lot of things happening.
How can these errors be corrected? Let's digress.
My brother, it has to start from the root. Leave the people that are committing those errors right now.
Yes.
You can't change them. They have gotten so much dividends from it.
From crime.
So they are ready to fight you like what we are facing today. They're ready to fight you to a standstill. But I think parents, churches should start teaching children from foundation, from cradle, the things that are not right.
And the things that
matter in life. Do you see places like Philippines?
Yes.
If you go to Philippines, you see it's a developing country. It's not developed, yes. But their level, their content is better than any. You can't talk of any West African country.
Yes.
They are powerful. You know what happened?
No.
There was a time that Philippines were worse than Nigeria. So many years ago. When United Nations said they are looking at 5 nations that will become world powers in the next 15 years. They counted India, they counted Nigeria second, they counted Singapore, they counted Pakistan, they counted Malaysia.
Okay.
They said these people were going to be
likely,
they will become, because you assessed
based on
You can imagine the level Nigeria was then. But look at where we are today. Do you know that Philippines, you know what they did?
No.
They left all the whole government, all the whole big people. They went down to the cradle and began to teach. Before you start primary school, you go to school of morals.
Wow.
Even if you're filled with anger, you want to commit suicide. If you walk on the street of Manila, people will greet you and smile. Will let you revive your spirit.
Wow.
They started teaching people.
Unlike Nigeria, before you could ask somebody a question,
hey,
sorry.
You have to say sorry.
Sorry, please.
If suddenly your leg touch somebody, if the type of abuse you receive. So these things, to correct these things,
before you can ask somebody for time. What's the time?
You have to
say, please, sir, sorry. What's the time?
What's time? This is something you can just in another place. Please, what's time? What's the time? You first of all, sorry.
And here, if you don't even greet, some people will become your enemy because of that. Wow.
So we'll have to come down to the grassroots. Let's start with our young people. Let's create a kind of education for them, moral education, where they will be taught that
life is not competition.
It's not competition.
Material gain.
It's not material gain. Whatever. Life is just being content and happy. Let them understand that these things, all these our fathers are pursuing, is vanity. Vanity. So if we can catch them young, if we can catch them young, let's use Christianity now. If the Christians, if the church can catch the young ones young,
and shift their attention from materialism
and move the paradigm of move them from the paradigm of materialism to
genuine contentment and peace.
That's what we bring, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to take time. It's a long-term plan.
But it will be worth it.
But it will be worth it. It's going to be a long-term plan. What do you want to do? Are you going to? Do you think you can go and fight them? What can you do? You can't do them anything. They've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed the fruit of this thing, that they will not be able to leave it. So then we also put it in the hands of God.
So his overall plan was he wanted to be the Messiah.
He wanted to be the Messiah. He wanted to be in control of the whole world, which he said. He does not. It wasn't an assumption. We were not looking at what he was doing and what he was saying to believe this.
There was a time you said something regarding when the host had died. Wow. I wanted you to bring up that topic also.
You know, it's a pity. Today.
Bishop, the host of
yes, I know. Memory, yes. You know, today, when we are talking, a lot of people will say, why are you calling on a dead man? Why don't you leave a dead man? Yes. What are you talking? Judas is dead. We are still calling him today. Jim Jones of the People's Temple is dead. We are still calling him today.
Yes.
David Koresh of Brand Davidian is dead. We are still talking about him today. History cannot forget them.
Yeah, because of the harm.
Because of the harm they have caused. So why are you saying a dead man? Why are you calling a dead man? There's a guy in US that committed rape and so many things. I've forgotten the name. Maybe next time when we talk, I'll let you know.
No problem.
The guy, after his death, people came up, those he raped about things came, and they still a case against him. And they tried him posthumously and jailed him posthumously in US.
Wow. And if that could be done in a human court, imagine what will happen.
You can imagine what will happen in a spiritual court. So, my brother, you are talking of a man who have no empathy for the living or the dead. T.B. Joshua, he has no empathy for the living, neither does he have for the dead. You listen to that young man. God knows God knows everybody that spoke in that BBC. When I have left Nagato before they came in, except Bisola. I don't know the other one. And when I was giving them my interview, they never told me somebody else was there. But they told me they want to do some work, that I should just give them my experience. They've heard from the other video, but I should just. And I didn't bother to ask them because that's not my business. So for the first time I had those involved in that document was the same day you too watched that thing that I watched. I knew what was happening. Those boys. You heard what one of them said?
No.
One of them said that those people that the building pressed down, that their papa said they should use chainsaw, they should use Dolma engine to cut off the leg. Why? Maybe the leg is so. A qualified doctor can say that. But what right has he got to give such instruction? Even as a man, will your heart agree to say cut off the leg?
The cut off the leg of somebody that died?
Yeah, no. Those that the things are holding their legs.
Okay.
So wow, going to cut off the leg. So have you seen such things? Can you see such?
So what was?
So now,
yes,
I'm still coming.
Yes.
This is a man. He has no empathy for the living. He has no empathy for death. If you see people that die there, you don't want to talk about that. It's only God that will judge. People they will say, tell them not to take any drug, and these people will die in their droves. These HIV people. It doesn't care. Doesn't move him. You tell him this one is dead. I say, oh, buddy, this one is dead. I say, what do you now? What do you
meaning?
What did he say? What do you want to say? So, a lot of things, he doesn't have empathy for the dead. There was a time that Eda Husa made a comment about it when they were asking him, what can you say about TB Joshua? He said that he doesn't know him, he doesn't know where he came from. He just said exactly what God put in his heart.
Yes.
Hi, TB Joshua journalist there brought it to come and tell him. He was mad. Every talk, he said, the man is a wicked, he's a demon.
How can he not know him?
How can he know him? After life, nobody will live forever now. Just like he died too. We too will die one day.
That's true.
The man died. That day was a celebration in the quarters.
Wow.
He bought 7 rams.
7 rams?
Ask those 7 rams. They killed ram. Everybody chopped to finish. And even ordered some more cartons of chicken to add. Eat to your satisfaction. Wow. Eat to your satisfaction. So people say, the dead man, you are still fighting. That man, does he have empathy for the dead? Does he know what is a dead man? Does Steve Joshua know what is a dead man? Does he know the pain of death? Does he know what it means? He doesn't know.
The man really wanted to destroy Christianity.
He doesn't know. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to care. All he wants is his name. Whatever that will touch his name, even if the whole country will die, he will prefer the country to die for his name to preserve.
Yeah.
That is the name he cannot preserve now.
He cannot preserve it.
He's God.
It's not God.
It's only God that can preserve it.
It's the only God that can sustain legacies.
So it's only God that can sustain legacies.
Because once you are gone, you don't have power over what happens to you.
Yeah. So my brother.
Yes.
That's it.
That's awesome, sir. We have taken a lot of your time.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes, so thank you. You need to rest.
Thank you.
I'm very grateful. So viewers, you can see for yourself. We are still waiting for synagogue to reply. I don't know whether they will own up to their mistakes, like Apostle Agomo said in the last interview, or they will continue in pride.
And continue the propaganda. Media propaganda.
It's not done anywhere. Now, if TB Joshua's work is a righteous legacy, it will be sustained.
Yes.
But if not, watch out and see what will happen before the next 10 years of his death.
That's right.
God is not a man. God is not a man. God, you might decide to be doing whatever you are doing and you think God is not watching or you will not be held accountable, but death will humble you.
That's right.
And when death comes, regardless of who you claim you are, the image and impression you were creating, death will humble all of us.
That's right.
And we have to be accountable to our God and our Father in heaven.
Yes.
So if you are taking advantage of the fact that God has given you some positions, maybe in politics, in the church, you have some money, you have access to wealth, and use it to abuse people, you use it to manipulate and control people, or to equate yourself to Godhood, your day is coming. God will show you that you are merely a man.
A man.
You know, it's just like Psalms 82 or so, where you say, ye are gods, but you shall die like men.
Men.
You understand?
Right. That's right.
So they are claiming to be gods, but at the day of death, they will realize that they are humans, they are mortals. You understand? So there is nothing, we are not dragging anything with anyone in the world. We have our own things to do individually.
Yeah.
And once it's complete, we are going home.
That's right.
So what legacies are you leaving behind? Is it a righteous legacy or is it an unrighteous legacy?
Yeah.
What will you be? Where will you be in eternity? How will your eternity look like?
That's the big question.
That's the big question. Now, what would be the testimony of your children and ancestry after you are gone? Because if you create a mess, it will take generations to clean it up.
That's right.
So get it right. If you are a pastor, get it right. You are in politics, get it right. You are in anything you are doing, business, get it right, because the things you are doing will echo for generations. Either it will affect your children, your community, the people you serve, or the nation where you were born into.
That's right.
People will be affected positively or negatively by the impact of what we do. So please and please, watch out and build the right foundation, a righteous foundation. It's very possible. If Abraham could do it, we can do it. If Isaac could do it, we can do it. If Jesus, the apostles, can do it, we can do it. We can build a righteous legacy. Ours is to trust in God and do our part. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel, and God bless you. Amen.